Well, hello again. It's wonderful to see you with us for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, have you ever thought about having a robot in your house?
I sure did after seeing Robin Williams and Bicentennial Man. How cool would that be? A joke-telling robot that does housework.
Well, Joppa doesn't do dishes just yet, but I'm sure Charlie and Elizabeth could get him to perform for us.
The first time we were ever able to have him perform, it was amazing.
Just because I'm presuming that I could be kinda human if I only had a heart.
Before the robot came along, we were kind of semi-retired. So we were in the plant business, container business. My husband had Binding Stevens, and then Comia's Special Edition, and then Comia's over here on 15th Street.
You know, I was never a gadget guy, I was a working guy. I worked all the time in my business, and that was my hobby. I didn't have personal time until we retired, and I've had a fascination for an art form called automata.
My husband had an opportunity to go to Cornwall, England, and to learn how to make automatas.
So Liz and I trekked off to Cornwall, England. We spent 3 months. I worked with him every day, shoulder to shoulder, in a 250 square foot shop with more machinery than you can ever imagine. But this is automata. And if you get a look at this, there's a lot of tiny pieces, and I was trained to make every piece. The only thing that's not made on this by the artist is the wood. God makes the wood. But automata is the beginning of robotics. And if you see everything operating inside there, the cat moves his eyes, he moves his tail, wiggling back and forth, and this is called Warhol's cat, and that's how it all started.
And so we went over there, and some friends introduced us to some other friends that built Joppa.
When we saw him, Liz and my reaction were pretty similar. We fell in love with him and said, we got to have one of those. So we decided we'd form a company. There'd never been a company that rented entertainment robots, and we brought one in. Ours is the 5th one in the United States. The first one was brought in by NASA.
It came in several crates, big crates. Fortunately, when we were in Cornwall, they had us take Joppa apart, well, Robothespian apart, and then so we could see how it would all work into each individual crate, and then take them apart and then put them back together. So when he got here, or arrived here, we were able to take him out of the garage, put him up, or set him up in here, and it worked out pretty well.
So we do all the animation, we put the words into him, animate him, do his color changes, eye movements, head movements, and Liz is the critical, she's really a producer. So as I'm creating the thing, she says, no, you gotta go back and do this, change this. It's fun and exciting to be able to program him and get him to perform.
The first thing that we thought we would do once the robot arrived here was to learn the program and then try to maybe go to like children's museums or schools. We really thought that young people would really enjoy it.
Kids love him. It is astounding to see the kids play with him. And he has the capability on the kiosk to be able to allow a kid to do performances with him. So they can type in the words they want him to say, they can move his head, change his colors, and they absolutely love him, and that's the future.
Whenever we have, we set up the program, then we transfer it over to him, and to see him perform, yeah, it's wonderful.